What's up, everyone? So this is the official start of the new build we're going to be doing on the channel here. We're going to start out with the Enduro Chassis here. Huge shout out to Enduro, who is sponsoring the chassis. So yeah, let's put this thing together and see how it looks. Gotta get this ripped open. So here we have the carbon fiber chassis rails, and I'm pretty sure this is for a standard wheelbase, so that's probably what we'll go with, but I'll try the Gladiator links on it first to see how it looks. So here we have the plates. We've got a battery strap, some plates here that go in the chassis, and some what looks like Velcro. So yeah, I'm gonna have to kind of figure this out as I go. The only hints online are the pictures. So yeah, let's see if we can get this done. First, we're gonna start with these little poles, and I'm gonna need to look at the picture real quick. So I'll be back in just a split second. I think I've got it. We need to put each one of these cross members right underneath where the plates here are gonna go. So we'll get this as tight as possible for now. And then one right here, pretty sure. Sorry if I don't talk a ton, I'm just trying to focus on this. And then the last one right underneath here. Now it does look like, just like the bouncer chassis, I'm going to have to grab these with some pliers and really crank on them screws to get them tight, but I kind of expected that. So we've got this mount, I'm pretty sure would go right here. Yeah, that looks about right. Then you've got these, which should be about right here, if it'll fit. There we go. And then last, this one right here. Okay. Well, that didn't stay. I'm not gonna lie, these kinds of chassis can be a pain sometimes. Okay, there's that one. Let's get this screw in here quick. tight as that's getting. And then the last one. Sorry about that. Fire truck. Okay, so we've got that together. Once it's together, it feels pretty dang solid. So now I gotta put the skid on. Now this might not work with this mount in here right now. So if that's the case, we are going to remove that. Okay, now let's see if it'll fit. Yes, just barely. So let's get some screws in here quick. Once I get this all lined up. Go. Now unfortunately I did have to steal the skid and motor and everything off of the B17 Betty because it's not really running right now, so it's really the only parts I had to work with at the moment. So I'm going to get these screws in. You don't really need to see that. It's just the same screws you took off to take the skid off of your stock chassis.
I guess I thought I'd have it figured out by now, but I don't know what I'm doing, I don't know how anybody else knows. Time keeps moving, I keep getting older. Fuck, where did my life go? I gave it up for something false I thought I chose. Here and now I'm waiting for a sign to tell me something I already know. It's obvious.
Alright, so I hope you enjoyed that time lapse. As you can see, it's pretty much built now, at least the main parts of it, so we have a pretty good mock-up. I did do a time lapse for the links and stuff because it's just putting on axles. I've done that multiple times now. So yeah, here's what we're looking like. I still need things like drive shafts and electronics. I have a stock ESC I might put on here, and the battery will go right here. I'm not sure about the other electronics until I get them in. As for a servo, all I have is a cheap plastic gear Emax servo, a fake one. It still works. We'll give it a try, see if it'll do the job. Because this is my old Bang RC gear servo mount and it's busted, so I'm just gonna have to glue the servo into it. But it'll work for now. As you can see, these shocks are a bit too stiff. NTF Hobbies, it would be really cool if you would include some lighter springs so we can use these with lighter vehicles. but we'll try it. The front is really stiff, but the rear being leaned isn't too bad. And you can see that in the flex here. The front doesn't really want to move. It's all in the rear. Let's get a better angle of that. So you can see right here. So yeah, I did try to flip the springs to hold the shocks down, and they ended up just getting stuck in here. They're not very smooth shocks, so I wouldn't recommend the internal spring ones, but I'll try them out. We'll see how they do. As for the rear, I had to use an old servo tray as the rear link mount because I don't have one at the moment, but I'll get one eventually. Chassis, I went and used the spacers that should go on this bar for the shocks to space them out, and it also twists the chassis a little bit, and that helps to clear the shocks, so I'm going to go ahead and leave it like that. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this one. I do have to find some different upper links, or I'm definitely going to have to get the right link mount because I had to lengthen these a tiny bit. Sorry, you're out of focus there. And that is just so that the portals are somewhat lined up and I get a better idea of what I'm working with here. So yeah, that's the mock-up so far. I thought you all would like to see that. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't yet. That helps out a ton. And share the video. That helps out the most. As well as hit that bell icon so you're notified of whenever I post. Now on to what body we're going to use. So it's going to be none of the bodies I have, hopefully. I've been talking to Flubber Stuffers about getting one of his bodies, and he gave me 3 choices to pick from. So I need your guys' help to figure out which body. We've got the Hilux, the SR5, or the FJ. So I'm going to do a vote on my community tab, and we'll see which body gets the most votes. If you're curious how to get to the community tab, just go up to the top on my channel and click community. You'll see the posts in there. So yeah, that's it for this one. I'll talk to y'all in the next one. TTFN.